Terminator run through a wall.
We're going to run some clock. Or maybe
This team is destined. How about that? The Fighting Phils stay alive and force a Game 4 tomorrow night at 6 o'clock in Los Angeles. Welcome on in, everybody, to Broad Street Sports. This is the Phillies post-game show. We know it's late, but, man, what a ball game. And I knew that there was a specific reason why coming into tonight's game, I felt excited, I felt confident, and I felt ready to go. I thought that the change of scenery was going to help this baseball team. And, man, it really did. The offense finally came alive, you know, and all week, the past 2 days, so Monday night, yesterday, all we were doing was talking about Rob, firing Rob. And I still do want to fire Rob. Like, I still don't know if the Phillies are going to win this series and win a World Series. We're not talking about Rob Thompson, but we're talking about Rob's decision to put and to start Aaron Nola at Game 3. We talked about that for the past 2 nights, and and everybody was worried, and I was one of the people that were quite worried about what we were going to do with Aaron Nola. Why are we starting Aaron Nola? I would have rather have went with Ranger Suarez. Then it started the conversation of, well, is Ranger Suarez hurt? What's wrong with Ranger? Why are we not using Ranger Suarez? That really sparked the conversation. But I'll tell you what, Aaron Nola proved me wrong. Aaron Nola proved a lot of us wrong today. Aaron Nola pitched wonderful. And now here's the thing. I wish, in that moment, I wish Rob would have left Nola in that ball game. He went through the 2 innings of, there was some times where it got dicey, right? But it wasn't perfect, but he did what he had to do. So I would have loved to have seen Aaron Nola go one more. I would have rather have seen him stretch through 3 and then go to Ranger Suarez. So I thought I was going to come down into the studio today and tonight and talk about what a disastrous decision it was to take Nola out of the game in the second and throw Ranger Suarez in, because Suarez, as soon as he got in, he gives up that blast. So, that's what I thought we were going to come down and talk about. But I'll tell you what a game from Nola. What a game from Ranger Suarez. What a game from this offense. Schwarber. Look, we talked about this entire series. Harper, Turner, Schwarber, everybody needs to show up. And I'll tell you what, they showed up. JT showed up. Bohm showed up. Stott showed up. This was just a complete team. This team showed up. And again, I talked about a change was going to help this baseball team. That's what I talked about. That's what I thought. I was getting confident coming in, and here we are. Here we are. Phillies do force the Game 4. I'm confident. I am very, very, very confident. So, of course, you guys want to call into the show, 215-839-8246. That's the number to get in. If you're a Phils fan, if you're a Dodgers fan, let me know how you feel. Are you feeling confident after this game now? Are you feeling confident? I don't know. I feel very confident. I feel very, very confident. Let's go to my boy Peyton in South Jersey. What's up, Peyton?
What's going on, man?
What up, brother?
What's your thoughts on the game?
I'm excited, man. I'm confident. I'm ready to go. We got Sanchez on the man the more. I like our chances with that one. So how you feeling after this ball game? Are you ready to go? How do you feel?
I'm ready to go.
You feel good?
Yeah, I knew it was going to be a good game. Nola's first pitch came out at 95, so that's how I knew he was going to be coming out strong. He's usually a 92 to 94 type of guy. First pitch 95, I knew we were going to do something good today.
Yeah, go. Yeah.
I understand why they took him out after the second, because he was going strong. but he could go shaky going into the third. So at first I didn't agree with it, but now I'm happy because of the turnout. We killed Kershaw. He needs to retire,
Yeah.
and we're winning the series.
No, I do agree with you. When I saw Nola come out, now when they were panning the Nola in the dugout in the top of the first, they were panning to him, and I was like, this guy looks locked in. He looks ready to freaking go. And he came out, like you said, pumping 95 miles an hour. I thought when he was throwing his little curveball, that thing had a lot of bite to it. It looked great. So I like exactly what I saw out of Nola. Now I do agree with you. I would have rather have. Me personally, I would have tried to have stretched them into the third and probably through the third. I do get Rob's reasoning. He didn't want to put Ranger in with inherited runners. I get it. I understand. It is what it is. But I would have liked to have seen Nola, stretched to the third, through the third. But at this point, that doesn't really bother me, right? It doesn't really bother me. We won the game. We're in a good spot in this series because I think the Dodgers have a lot of pressure on them now to win tomorrow night. And the Phillies are I really believe the Phillies are in a good spot. So, Peyton, man, you got anything else for me, brother love?
The other thing is I just don't think Cassie should be out in the field. We have so much talent on the bench just for him to look lost out there catching pop-ups. He's slow. He can't do much. And it's not like he's hot at the plate either. Like, you have Bader that's like a strong guy at the plate, but we have Cassie that's slow.
Right. Well, Bader is hurt. Bader does have that hamstring injury, so that is why he's not necessarily playing. Bader is hurt. He has that hamstring, so you are really hands tied to go with Kepler and go with Castellanos, which it hurts you. And that play in the first inning where Marsh decides to dive for the baseball and a horrible decision, number one, to even dive for it. But that's a play Bader gets, man. You have Bader out there in center field. Like, that is a play that Bader gets. And, yeah. But I appreciate the phone call, man. I really do, Peyton. Let's go to Alex in Nebraska. What's up, Alex?
What's up, Rod? How are you?
I'm good, man. How are you?
Good. I just have a few things to say. I thought Aaron Nola and Ranger were amazing. Besides Ranger's first pitch, after his first pitch, I was really nervous. I'm like, oh, this could be really bad, but he settled in no time. Pitched lights out. Rob saved the job for at least another day.
Yeah.
So that's always good.
Right. Like I said, this is I had a good feeling coming into tonight's game. I really, really did, and it's just a gut feeling, man. Like this, I don't know what it is. I think the change of scenery helped this team. I don't know what it is, right? But you have a prime opportunity now. Like I said all day today, you have to take it game by game, pitch by pitch. You took game 3. You're in a good spot now. Now you have to go game 4. Pressure. I really believe the pressure is on the Dodgers. They want to win at home. They want to win in front of their crowd. They want to take care of business at home. I agree. Like, I think pressure is on Los Angeles to get the job done. The Phillies go in with their ace on the mound, Sanchez, man, and you're able to squeak by with a win there, whether it's a blowout, whether it's a one-run game. I like our chances game 5 at home. I do. So I really believe they have a very good chance tomorrow night to snag this ball game.
If there's just one thing I don't understand from Rob's perspective on what he did today.
Yep.
So game 3, or not game 3, excuse me, game 2. He puts Kerkering in, and it was a disaster, right?
Mm-hmm.
So at that point, he obviously trusted Kerkering to be a high leverage guy. So if you trust him so much to be a high leverage guy, why would you just waste the inning with him today in the 8th? Why not waste Lazard's arm or one of our other 9 bullpen guys we have on the roster for some reason? So that I don't get, but it is what it is. We won. Taking one game at a time. Hopefully it's game 5 back in Philly.
No, I do agree with you. I thought the same thing. I mean, there's no reason in that game when Kerkering came in, they were up by what? They were up by 7 at that point. So So it's
Yeah.
yeah. So I mean, you're up by 7, and you're throwing Kirkring in, and of course, that's one of Rob's high leverage guys for some reason. So, and he's pitched in both games already this series. I didn't like the decision. I mean, ultimately, it didn't come back to kill him necessarily. But yeah, I mean, that's just where I am with that. I don't necessarily like the decision, but it didn't hurt him. I thought Rob managed fine. Wasn't great, wasn't poor, managed fine. And I think he
He
managed
did what he did to win.
right.
That's all he's got to do.
He managed fine for because you got a good start, you got a good game out of Ranger, you got a good game out of Nola, your offense showed up. Like, he managed fine. He managed them through the game, which at that point it is what it is. But Alex, you got anything else for us, man?
Yeah, that right now, Rob Thompson and what's LA's manager's name? Dave Roberts.
Yeah.
Right now, they're in a big competition to see what manager is worse, because I thought Dave Rob, I keep blanking on his name, but he was
Roberts, yeah.
terrible. Dave Roberts. He
Dave
was terrible. And
Roberts.
right now, it feels like they're having a competition on what manager can be more incompetent this series.
Dave Roberts tried to blow the game. He tried to blow game 2, and he was not great managerial tonight, Dave Roberts. But we'll take it, though, man. I mean, at this point, we'll
Yeah,
take it. Any
I'm not
opportunity
complaining.
we can.
All right, thank you.
Yeah, thanks, Alex. Thank you for the phone call, Alex. I greatly appreciate it. 215-839-8246. That is the number to get in. Reacting to a very, very, very good baseball game. Phillies, stay alive. What's up, man? State your name and where you're from.
New Jersey, South Jersey.
What up, man?
So, great win for the Phillies, 8-2. Okay. The one thing I didn't understand, this whole entire piggyback situation, where Nola went 2.5 games or 3, and then bring in Ranger Suarez, and then Ranger Suarez gave up a home run. It's like, you could have kept Nola in for about 3.5 games or 4, but not 2. That made no sense at all.
No,
And
I do agree with you. I mean, I would have liked to have seen Nola stretch through 3 innings, but at the same time, it didn't really hurt this baseball team to take him out and throw Ranger in. I know when Ranger gave up that home run, we were like, oh shit, here we go. But it didn't necessarily hurt him in any way, shape, or form. But I do agree with you.
now another question: why in the hell did Brandon Marsh die for that ball? It's like, that made perfectly no sense at all. Diving for a ball, like, you could have just moved over and try to get it, but not die for it. Like, come on, that's stupid. And then you brought in Tyron Walker in the 9th inning. It's like, could you use anybody else except him in the 9th inning, please?
Yeah, no, I get it, man. I get it. But in today's situation, in tonight's situation, there is some things to be frustrated at. But what I'm not going to do, I have to look at the bigger part of the game. I can't look at throwing Taiwan in, because Taiwan did what he had to do. He got out of it. He did. He got out of it. Wasn't perfect. Wasn't horrible, but he got out of it. So I think we have to just look at the bigger picture and say, well, Phil's lived to see another day, and Phil's can seriously continue to win. Phillies can seriously win this series. I believe that.
What I'm really hoping now, since they did win this game, I'm hoping that they will win Game 4 at Dodger Stadium, and then go back home to the Rutgers, Philadelphia, and win it in front of the fans for once.
No, I agree. I agree. That would be absolutely wonderful. But I appreciate the phone call. Phone lines are buzzing tonight. Thank you, sir. I appreciate it. 215-839-8246. I think he brings up a great point, and I've been saying that all show. I've said that all day. If you're able to win tomorrow night, and so, like I said, I think the Dodgers have a lot of pressure on them tomorrow night. Like I said, again, I think the Dodgers have a lot of pressure on them tomorrow night to win. They want to win at home. They want to win in front of their fans. They want to put the Phillies away. But if the Phillies were able to come in with their ace on the mound, take care of business, and then force a Game 5 in Los Angeles, that is the right place to be. That is the place to be, man. Absolutely. Let's go to the next caller. What's up, man? Your name and where you're from.
What's going on, boss? It's Joe from South Jersey here. Great win for the Phils. Really happy with the bats tonight. Not a lot of negatives, but the two for me is obviously I think you got to give Nola the third, the age-old is give your starting guy at least one time through the order, and then let your second guy come in. Rob looked like a dope, letting that guy hit a home run right when Suarez came in. Luckily, the bats picked up tonight. And then my second negative is Kirkering. This guy, I feel like he's thrown all series. Yeah. You got guys in this bullpen who have terrible ERAs, like Robertson. I didn't mind Walker in the ninth too, but those are my negatives.
No, I do agree with you at that point. Like, if you just wanted to get by, I would have no problem if you wanted to throw, and I know people may disagree with this, but I would have no problem if you wanted to go in and you wanted to throw a Bueller in that situation, get him some in. I mean, he hasn't pitched all series. And especially if he pitches tomorrow or something, like you want him to have some work. So I would have went with him instead of Kirkring in that situation. And because Rob tends to use him in high leverage situations, the fact that you went with Kirkring and continue to use his arm, in big situations, because Rob uses them big situations, that's going to hurt you because he just has no rest, consistent rest. So yeah, I mean, again, like there's some things to look at. Again, I believe Nola should have stayed in for that night for the third inning, but other than that, I can't be angry at anything. Like I can't come into the studio and come on show and rant and scream and be like, well, here's what Rob did wrong. Rob did this. I can't, because the Phillies somehow, some way live to see another day. They hit the ball like I never knew they could and never knew that they were going to. So there's a lot of positives. And like you said, there is some negatives, but you have to live with that, man. You really, really do. You have to live with that.
Yeah, I mean, your core four having 9 hits tonight was a great thing to see after it feels like they've had a hole in their bat the first 2 games. Really good to see Schwarber come alive. I think that's really gonna get this team going. And it was great to see JT with that bomb too. I'm really confident about the game tomorrow with Sanchez on the mound. I really do think they win tomorrow. Game 5 is a little shaky because we've seen how Luzardo's thrown all year. He's had his great starts, but he's also had some shaky ones. But that's all I got.
No, I appreciate the phone call, Joe. I really, really do. I tell you this, I say it with all honesty. If you're going into a Game 5 at home, scared, nervous about what Luzardo is going to do and how Luzardo is going to pitch, that's not cool, man. You know what I mean? Like, that's not cool. Luzardo has earned and I know he's had some tough moments throughout the season, but I trust Luzardo. I believe in Luzardo, and he's a guy, again, he feeds off that energy. He's the guy I want in that situation. Obviously, I'd rather have Sanchez, but Luzardo seemed to pitch great. I think they have a very good opportunity to win this game. Let's go to my boy Will. What's up, Will?
Poppy, what's up, brother?
What's up, pal?
How you been?
I'm good, man. How you feeling after this game?
It's a great win.
What's your takeaways?
Honestly, I think that was the kickstart to something special.
I do. I agree too. I do.
I think Sanchez is going to lock it down tomorrow.
Well,
and then going back to the bank from 5 is just something different that not a lot of teams get to experience. So
yeah. No, I agree with you, man. Like, and like Joe said before you, Joe is like having Schwarber kick-started, Schwarber ready to go, Schwarber playing good baseball now. I mean, it is one game, so I can't say he's playing great baseball, but he had a good game.
I mean, we talked about it.
We talked about the whole series. Where's Turner? Where's Harper? Where's Schwarber? Where's somewhat of JT, even though some moments he comes up, right? And today they all showed up for you. They all did exactly what they had to do. And if you can build on this momentum, You can build on this because I understand that not all of these guys are going to be red hot every single game. It is what it is. But Schwarber hitting the ball the way that he does, Harper not flailing at pitches, not being able to catch up the fastballs, him working counts and just getting on base does wonders. And Trey doing the same thing. Trey won the National League batting title. Trey has to do what has worked for him all year and just get on base and let the guys work behind him. Now, here's something I will say to you, Will. I believe, and there's no shade against Bohm because Bohm had a decent night, whatever. But I still believe that JT Realmuto should be the cleanup hitter behind Harper instead of Bohm. I just don't think Bohm's a 4-hole hitter.
Yeah, I completely agree. JT is, like we said, he hasn't shown up yet. This game, he proved different. I think he's going to keep rolling now, move him up, see how he rolls. And then the big five, like we said, the big five, they just got to keep going. Harper's done a great job this game, just doing what he does best, not forcing the home runs, just working counts, hitting line drives, doing what he does best. And then Schwarber, finally, it's about time he did something.
Yeah. No, I like it. I really, really.
And then we talked about it in essay. We had that gut feeling.
Mm-hmm. I told you I had that gut feeling coming in. I says, look, this team, maybe the change of scenery, I don't know what it is, but this team was like afraid to play at home, but they played a great game on the road, and I can only hope and pray that they can do the same thing tomorrow night.
Yeah, I mean, we just have to wait and see, but hopefully it's just a good jump start to getting back to Philly on Saturday.
And again, I like our chances with Sanchez on the mound. Will, you got anything else for me, man?
I would say if we didn't have Sanchez tomorrow, things would be a lot different.
Yeah, I agree.
He's the big outlier for tomorrow.
Let's not forget Buehler's still available. If Sanchez blows it up, stinks it up, there is still a good chance we can have Buehler, and Buehler could possibly clean up a mess.
Yeah, he's the middle relief guy who will go like 4 innings max. Probably.
If he has to, he has to. But Will, I appreciate the phone call, man. I really, really do. 215-839-8246. That's the number to get in. We'll read some comments right here on YouTube. Fratty says, yo, what's up, Fratty? Steve, I tried to call. There was a holding on music. Yeah, I have to put people on hold sometimes. Rob should have left Nola in the pitch against Edman because Edman is a much better hitter against right-handed batting right hand. Yeah, well, I agree. I still believe that Nola should have been left in for the third. I fully 1,000% agree with you. But again, I'm not angry at it because it really just didn't backfire. Like in that moment, I was pissed, and I was especially pissed when Ranger gave up that the homer. I was pissed then, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. But it didn't really backfire on them. I thought they did it. I thought they did a nice job. Walker should not have been in there. Now, he really shouldn't have, but at that point, I don't really care who goes in. At that point, you were still winning by 7. So, you just got to do it. Bader hurt. Yep, Bader's hurt. Hopefully, he can get back, man. I don't know if Bader will be here tomorrow night. I don't know if Bader's going to play tomorrow, but it would be great to see Bader play. It would be great to see Bader play Game 5 because I do believe Bader is going to play. Positive Philly, what's up, man? You can call in. I got somebody on hold, but right after I get this caller on, you can call in if you're still in the show. Nick was fine, lost the ball. Marsh was bad, not Nick. Now, Marsh diving for that baseball was just a stupid, boneheaded decision. Kirkring was strong and fast, and he could pitch tomorrow. I don't know, man. 4 games, he pitched in all 4. I don't like that. Nola was going once through the lineup. That was the plan. Yeah, I don't know. I have no problem with Nola going one time through the inning, through the lineup, if there's some real legitimate trouble. But he was dealing, man. I really thought he was dealing. Let's go to my boy Fratty in South Philly. What's up, Fratty?
What's up? Oh my gosh, man! Oh, what a win that was tonight to keep our season alive. I knew what's the name? I was one that said it in the in our chat.
Mm-hmm.
I said the Phillies. Remember, I said the Phillies needed to get away from Philadelphia.
Yeah.
And I said on Facebook too. I I kind of didn't believe. I thought this team was done. But then in the same token, in the same breath, I said, we need to get away from Philadelphia and go to Hollywood. And look what happened.
No,
We scored
I told you, and
we
I
scored
said
8 runs.
I said it
We,
to start the show too. I said I don't know what it was, and just like you, Fratty, I said to change the scenery. Something changed. Like these guys play differently when they're in Los Angeles, and maybe that hurts them if we do get to a game 5, like they get scared at home. I don't know. Right? I still think the series is very, very much up for grabs. I do. I really do.
Yeah. It's just what's the name? We literally could have won. We could have won this series. We could have won this game at least 12-2 or 14-2 tonight. The way we were getting guys on base.
Yeah.
If we could have blew them out, but we could have had close to 15 runs in this game.
Yeah. Well, here's something I look at, Friday. So in the 5th inning, in the 5th, they had the bases loaded, or they had 2-1 with no out, and you go with the Schwarber strikeout, then a Harper fly out. Then they walked Bohm, and so it was bases loaded for Marsh, and then that's when Marsh got that the pitch clock violation, and then Marsh striked out in that big moment. And at that point, we were still only up 3-1, and I was like, oh shit, here we go. You know what I mean? I was like, oh, I don't like this. That was prime opportunity to add some runs, get going, put this baseball team away. Then I also look at the 7th, where Kyle Schwarber was on first base, and he gets picked off. Then you leave 2 guys on base. And I don't like that, right? There's so many opportunities throughout this game. And at that point, even in the 7th, right, it was still 3-1. And I'm like, you have to put this team away. You got to add on. You got to put runs on the board. And eventually they did, and I'm happy that they did. But I look back at opportunities like that, like you said, Friday. I mean, you could have put up 15 freaking runs tonight.
But it's all right because we could those runs that we didn't score, we could save some of those for tomorrow. I mean,
yeah.
And I'll tell you what,
yeah.
here's the big difference. I'm probably gonna get going to sleep in a little bit, Ryan. But
all right.
Here's my thing. Sanchez, we got Sanchez going tomorrow, but the big difference compared to Game 1 is we're not facing Ohtani like we were in Game 1. We're facing Gladstone, and Gladstone has some weak spots
pitching
in
tomorrow.
him.
Is that confirmed, Friday?
Yeah, I believe so. He's a decent. He's not still bad. His ERA is over 3, but he's not as good pitching. I think we have a better chance of hitting off of him. It's a day game. I know the disadvantage goes to the hitter a bit. It might be a pitcher's game. Might be a lot less runs. It might be a low scoring game. But if there's hopefully it affects the Dodgers more than it does the Phillies, and hopefully the Philadelphia Phillies can overcome that, and the LA Dodgers can't. I'm gonna make one bold prediction though.
Yeah.
I have a feeling Ohtani's gonna hit a home run tomorrow. I just have this weird feeling.
Yeah.
That he's going to be the one that hits a home run tomorrow against us. But I don't want to make whoever wins this game tomorrow. I don't want to say which team wins, but whoever wins this game tomorrow, I'm going to say the Phillies. I'm going to say they'll win the game. I'm going to say 5-3. Whoever wins it. Hopefully it's the Phillies.
Well, I'll tell you this, Friday, and I appreciate the phone call. I really, really do. Love to talk to you soon. I'll say this, the Philly, I don't think tomorrow is going to be whoever wins, Phillies, Dodgers. I don't think it's going to be a blowout like it was tonight. And we could say, oh, it really was a blowout. It kind of was. You know what I mean? It kind of was. So I'll tell you that I do believe it's going to be close, maybe 5-4, like Friday said, 5-3. So maybe, right? We'll see what's going to happen. But again, like I've said all show, I really, 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 really like the Phillies' chances tomorrow. And I know in Game 1 and Game 2, post-game, I've screamed at this team. I've been pissed off at this team. I've done everything, right? But every single time, me, other talk show hosts, everybody counts this Phillies team out. The Phillies rise to the occasion. They play differently. They become resilient. They play with heart. And I know I've said all along this team's heartless and gutless and the whole nine. And that's still true. But I don't know what it is. When everybody counts this baseball team out, they somehow, some way decide to show up and play baseball the way that we know they know how to play baseball, which is smash mouth, getting on base, consistently good baseball. Again, and I look at this. When I saw Trey Turner bunt in that first step out of the game, I was like, oh, here we go. And in my notes, Dola was great and Ranger was great. And also in my notes here, I have the fifth where the Phillies left the bases loaded, and then in the seventh where we left 2 on base. Right, I have those on there, and like a lot of the callers said, throwing Kirkland in and maybe even and taking Nola out of the game early was a mistake by Rob. But everything that they've done, everything in today's game worked in their favor. And I've said this once, and I'll say it again, man. I'm honest with this. I strongly believe that the pressure is on the Dodgers. The Dodgers have a lot of pressure to win Game 4. They want to win at home. They want to win in front of their fans. They don't want to come back to Philly for Game 5. They don't want to. They don't want the chance to blow this series to the Phillies. And again, coming into tonight's game, I said the Phillies have no pressure, right? Like the Phillies are pressureless, in my opinion. They don't have anything. They're good. The Phillies were coming into tonight, and I still believe they're going into tomorrow with a sense of who cares, right? The fan base has counted them out. The fan base has kind of turned their back on them. Maybe tonight turns the fan base back on. But this team went in there with absolutely nothing to lose. And the Dodgers have a lot to lose, whatever the case is. But I believe tomorrow could be the exact same thing. I think the Phillies take care of business because they have nothing to lose. When the Phillies have nothing to lose and everybody turns their back on them, they become the most resilient and good baseball team out there. I strongly believe they're able to go in tomorrow, win, play good baseball. Another great start out of Sanchez. Your offense gives you something, gives you some juice. And because you have nothing to fight, and I wouldn't say you don't have nothing to fight for, but because there's no pressure on you to win, everybody's counting you out, you can play a little more freely. And the Dodgers have a lot of pressure, man. I really do believe that. I think the Dodgers have a lot of pressure. They want to win at home. They want to win in front of their fans. It'll be interesting to see how this puppy goes down. It will really, really, really be interesting to see how this goes down. It will. But I got a good gut feeling about this. I really, really do. I think the Phillies are going to take care of business. And I'm proud of them for tonight. I really am. Because they could have easily have been swept, which would have been a disaster. But I'm proud of them. I'm happy about what they've been able to do tonight. Series ain't over. There's still not necessarily anything to cheer about, but being able to stay alive and continue to fight and play good baseball, that's where I want to be. And that is exactly what I like. But make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe, please. It's absolutely free. If you're new to the channel, we go live. If pregame for Eagles, postgame for Eagles, postgame for Phillies, breaking everything down like we were tonight with live call-ins, with Sixers games, free agency, trades, anything out there, and we do daily shows as well. We're here on Broad Street Sports, so make sure you guys hit that like button and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. It's totally 1,000% free. It is great. Oh, man. We're happy. This was a happy show for me to do. And I know everybody, and I know the Philly area. I know the Delaware Valley, South Philly, North Philly, Philly, and the Delaware Valley, South Jersey. Everybody's going to bed with a smile on their face tonight. And I just hope tomorrow, post-game tomorrow, 9:30, 10 o'clock, whatever it is, that we will have the same energy and the same confidence and the same happiness that we did tonight. But I appreciate every single one of you for joining and listening and tuning in and commenting and calling in. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe. I greatly appreciate it. I will see you all tomorrow night for hopefully a Game 4 with a win and a forced Game 5 back in South Philly. See you all on the flip side. Harper has been absolutely insane.
I'm ready to run through a wall.
We're going to run some clock. Or maybe
This team is destined